Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And a nice spin into some open field. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second down, McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there. It's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Lucky 56. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw here. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. And it's complete. Hooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Caught right side, it's Snead. And he gets it down to the 32. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another 1st down on the pickup of 5 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here's Coleman. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Coleman now. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Here's West. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Charkandrick West, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
Back to throw here. Buying time to his left. Space to maneuver at the 40. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Back 99, Philly, here we go. Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Gone, 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 gone.
They're going to try and throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but do you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscores. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
Here's Coleman on the toss. Got some real estate inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. That good for 22 and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. He'll look to throw. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, look
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going deep for Moncrief. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. Becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Bills are in for 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. The former first-round pick Kareem Jackson there defensively.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. On fourth down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep, Jalen Richard. And taken right on the 30. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Finding some room at midfield. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. He'll get it up the middle, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape. And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go.
They'll drop the throw. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. He just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Gone!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Watch him now, Barney! Back 99, Philly, here we go! Gone!
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Fights through at the 5. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Detroit!
They'll set up a throw, and that's complete to the tight end Hireman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Pitching it out to McCaffrey. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give him a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So now here come the Dolphins. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They will run again with Coleman. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That is incomplete.
Well, and I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
No. Check. Patriot.
On 3rd down, it's Coleman. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, I'd have to say in that situation, they're lined up for a running play. It's only 3rd and 2. Some element of the pass, but that was really well blocked.
Probably call those gravy plays, right, if you're the offensive coordinator?
No doubt about it. All you're trying to do is get the 2 yards necessary for a first down. Then you look up, you got a whole lot more than that.
Yeah, they did. They got a lot more than that, indeed. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Gun.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Back now in Miami. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And now running right through it. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
He'll drop to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the USC man, Jackson. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
Hey, you got 3, you got 3. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Brianne Body Calhoun. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Boswell for the extra point. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On third down, it's Coleman, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Watch it now, Barney.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Back to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now.
Detroit!
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
On third down, it's West. You give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Leopard! Leopard!
They're going to look to throw. And, oh, this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Adam Gotsis in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Detroit!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Right back to him on first down. And he'll work his way forward up to the 22. The tackle by Tremaine Johnson.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Hey, boys, got four down. 58, right over there. Yeah. Right, 58, right there. Here we go.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Bills, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Miami, not much more to say. They dropped to 1-11, and they'll try again next week at home against New England. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.